Too many podcasts. We're back.
Welcome back to Too Many Podcasts. Welcome back to Too Many Podcasts. It's been a while.
It has. It's
I know.
been how long has it been since we uploaded a podcast?
Probably like 3-4 weeks.
No, it hasn't been that long.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, maybe it has been.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
It's just a hustle.
yeah, it is a hustle. We're back, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, we are. Alhamdulillah.
So today we're gonna talk about something really, really interesting. Something that's always been talked about since I don't know, since at least like World War II, probably even before.
Yeah, I think it was a bit like it's definitely like it sticks in people's head like way
Well,
longer now.
okay, so I don't start confusing anybody. We're talking about UFOs, aliens, other life forms of intelligence. How there's always been like UFO sightings that things haven't been really released or public, and now they're starting to make these things public, which is like trending. It's all over the news. It's everywhere. UFO sightings, government documents releasing the evidence of UFO sightings. And it makes me think of a story I heard about when Christopher Columbus was coming over to the Americas. He seen something that allegedly looked like a UFO, like a light, or a certain light, like flashing in the sky or something like that, like an anomaly. And it's just crazy. It's like, wow, like, we think that UFO sightings have been only around since like we heard about them, which is probably like the 40s, like World War II era. But 1492, and to think these things have probably been around forever, it's just super interesting to think about UFOs, other forms of life. We're definitely not alone in this huge, vast universe. And even if the chances of life being out there is 1 in a million, there's infinite chances with how big the universe is. So how do you feel?
Nah, bro, I think it definitely freaks me out. Like the more I think about it, it freaks me out.
So I was watching this video earlier, and it was about like these kids who were allegedly like not really I don't know if abducted by aliens, but came into contact with aliens, and they were little kids, and they were using like big words. They're like, these aliens were talking to us telepathically, like with their eyes, and with their minds. Like they weren't even saying anything, and they kept getting this point. Allegedly, they were getting their point across these little kids by saying, pretty much, you guys are destroying the planet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of the little kids said something about how if we keep it up, there's going to be no trees and no one's going to be able to breathe. Or how we're getting so technologically advanced ourselves, but we're still like the type of creature to like screw shit up in the planet. And like it's not going to help us. Like we think it's going to help us, but it's just going to like war and all these other things. It's just going to like make things worse. So it's crazy how these little kids, like 4 or 5 years old, are talking about these things. Super, super crazy. But it's
I remember I was a kid thinking about like, imagine like, you know how like the movies, they always like hype it up, like they give you these type of aliens like look scary,
yeah,
and like we really don't have idea what aliens look like. So just like when I said I get like more scared thinking about it, because like I can like fully think about it, bro, and I'll just like keep adding, and I'll be like, oh shit, bro. Like,
you know what comforts me though when I think about that? I think if they're so technologically advanced that they can get to us and we can't get to them, and they can travel at like such fast speeds, they're so much more advanced than us. Then I feel like that they already know that war and this and that everything we do here is not the answer, and it's the reason why we're not as advanced as they are, or like why they can do things that we can't do.
Yeah, that's something
So,
Elon Musk said,
and
yeah.
think about it too, right? If they can get to us and this and that, they could have hurt us a long time ago. Yeah, but they haven't. So there's a reason. So maybe if there is
I
life
feel
out
like
there,
maybe like we're trying to find them and they trying to find us, and it's
I
like,
feel like they, if anything, they
like imagine
they already
just,
know
imagine just like
where
there's
we
another
are.
Earth. There's like another Earth.
The probability of it. Think about it. Our galaxy. You know how many galaxies there are?
Yeah, definitely.
Billions
Like,
of galaxies,
trillions.
and we're just one. Yeah, maybe even trillions, and we're just one galaxy, and we don't even know if there's other life in our one galaxy. Never mind the billions or trillions.
I mean, it's like it's way beyond our thinking.
It is so
It's
beyond.
way beyond.
It's so
like our
beyond.
mind is not capable of holding that much information. I don't think there's even a computer that can hold that much information.
No, definitely not. And I remember watching shows with my grandfather when he was still around, like Ancient Aliens and this and that, about how like all these civilizations had come into like maybe contact with aliens and this and that. And it was like food for thought. It was kind of cool to think about. But now that the government is like openly, finally like releasing stuff out to the public, like, yeah, there's UFO sightings. So now they're not saying, oh, we don't know if it's aliens, but they're unidentified flying objects that we are not familiar with, and they're things that they can. These objects can
Is that what UFO stands for?
unidentified flying object. There's also USOs, which are in the ocean, known as unidentified submerging objects. So unidentified flying, unidentified submerging, like things in the ocean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy, all these things that we don't know about, and it's like, are there people, for all we know, that have money that are able to do this themselves here on this earth that just don't tell anybody and the government doesn't know about, but they have the like type of Bruce Wayne people like Batman, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like they have their own hobbies and shit into that.
Yeah, and they can
Like
do it and like
telescope
nobody
and
knows about it but them. Or is it people from other civilizations and other planets that are getting to us, that are just like, think about it. What do we do when people go to a zoo and an aquarium? You look at things that are not as civilized as you are, and you're just like people watching. Now think about these things that are so technologically advanced and more civilized than we are. Maybe they're just like people watching. Like,
Well, I mean, we
what are
don't
they
even
doing?
know if they are though.
What?
If they are advanced.
Dude, if they can get to us,
I mean, get to us.
and like
come
get,
on.
dude, if they're flying in objects
Yeah,
that can sit
like,
there and travel like this and that,
But like people, like you said, the government really didn't really said like that's aliens. It could be human that flying things that they're not
well,
telling.
you know,
or-
technically, the moment we find out another intelligent life form like us in this universe, we're technically aliens to them.
Yeah, of course.
Think about that. So everybody's an alien to somebody.
But yo, fuck all of that. Imagine just like having a conversation with somebody like from another whole different planet, another different like it's not the same around. Like it's so like say it's so advanced that you go and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what would your first would be? Like, hi, my name is Yusuf. Like, what would it be? Or like even like not us. Like say the government, they get to meet an alien. Like, what would it be? It would be like communication wise too. Like, how would you? Like that shit's scary, bro. And
I
if
feel
they're
like-
more advanced than us, imagine they can like read your thought. They're like,
Well,
yeah,
here's
okay.
another thing. Here's another thing. We're only so advanced, right? They must, hypothetically saying, they're much more advanced than us. We only use like 10% of our brain. Say they use 20 or 30%.
Nah, bro,
40.
that's bullshit.
Look it up. We only
Well,
use 10% of our brain.
But okay, that's a whole different topic.
But
But
listen, the point of the matter I'm trying to get.
that's bullshit.
Point of the matter I'm trying to get is if they're a lot more technologically advanced than us, they maybe it's bullshit. Maybe it's not. Maybe they use more of their brain and they can
I mean, bro,
communicate with people
if,
telepathically.
if it's meant to be, if we're meant to see each other and have a different kind of like seeing their world and seeing our world, like if it meant to be, if it meant to happen, it's gonna happen no matter what. But like imagine like just like how would it be? You think it would be like exactly the same like us here, like how we live, or you think it would be like a whole different kind of like
I think it'd be a whole different thing.
a whole different kind of
I think it would be a whole different experience.
be a whole different
And I feel like we couldn't do any, like, if they came here, what are we gonna do? You can't sit there and like, because normal instinct, like someone trespasses, like you get into like territorial mode. Like human beings are like a very warlike creature. Like, you know what I mean?
But if you actually think about it, I don't feel like everybody do something for benefits. Like, what's my benefit in this? So I feel like if we ever make contact back and forth, it would be for benefits from you and what you can benefit.
Maybe
from
they would just
us.
try to help us out. Like,
Come on, bro. Ain't nobody helping nobody.
oh come on.
Come on, bro.
I don't know, man.
It's all benefits, but I mean, like, I don't doubt there's nothing. There's like, I won't say there's nothing out there, but I feel like if it meant to happen, we would see it.
I just think it's crazy because, like, you know, the USA's got such crazy technology that we spend money
I mean,
on.
bro, there's definitely stuff out there that we don't know. Come on.
Yeah, but there's things that are able
Like,
to
come
do
on.
so much that our technology can't do, and we spend so much money on this, and they're doing things rapidly, like to 100,000 times more efficient than we are. So that's another reason why I think it's like it can't be life over here because we can't afford that shit. You know what I mean? We don't even have that technology. Like, how are they doing that? You know, like there's videos of UFOs online of like people trying to like I don't know, like if it was
Bro, you like, what do you believe in these days? Like, the fuck, bro? Like, I can go on my computer right now, edit the fucking thing that's flying through the fucking middle of the sky, bro.
So you think the government's just gonna?
But I don't think nothing. I just think there's like too many shit. And if this gonna, like I said, bro, if it's meant to happen, we're gonna happen. And I feel like they're not gonna come and be like, who's the leader? We only talk to your leader. They're gonna come, and we gonna know they're here. So it's like, bro, like Elon Musk, like he was on the Nug Boys podcast, and he was saying like, like if they can get to us, we're technically fucked. We already discussed this, but like if they can get to us, we're fucked. We're not ready for them. And like he was actually talking about how like everybody worried what's in Area 51. He was like, yo, like there's nothing special in Area 51. He was like, it's nothing. Like yeah, might be like, you know how like they have advanced weapons and all that. But like I said, bro, if it's gonna happen, we're gonna see them. They're gonna come and like for how long you're gonna keep a secret, bro? Like how long?
I don't know,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
And it
So,
also
like-
makes me think like how many different types of them are coming, because say 5 of them come, right? 5 different types. Odds are one of them is gonna be smarter than the other, or more advanced
But you
than the
think
other,
they
and the
speak
other.
like us? Like, how can you communicate? Like, how do you like imagine an alien came in? They don't have languages. They have like
But if they can get to here and we can't get to them, they gotta be so more technologically advanced, even with their brain, with how to communicate. You don't think they know how to communicate with like?
I mean, they're probably keeping like if they are here, they're like studying us. Oh, they like already have us like 10 times. Like they already know everything about us and shit. Or maybe there's communication between, but we just don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy, bro. Like this mad shit that can make sense to you right now.
We'd be like ants to them. Like how small we'd be to
If
them.
they're advanced,
Not height, but like advanced.
If,
yeah.
if they're advanced, but we don't know, bro. If they get to here, yes. But if we like meet them in the middle of space, bro, it's like, how do you know?
That's other things about.
Or
Like,
maybe
the moon
something
and
like
stuff.
they're hiding from us. They don't want to expose. Maybe like they don't want to expose them. Like they know we here. They've been here, but they're like, yo, we're gonna keep it a secret. We're not gonna tell them. That'll be scary.
Yeah, I think it's frightening either way, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
but
they
that's
can
like
pretty much
something
do what
that
they
you can
want.
keep building on. It's like a never-ending story, bro. Because it's nothing facts. It's all like things you're making up in your head, thinking like this is this, this is this, this is this. Like some religion explains what's out there, some religion don't. When it comes to our religion, like God tells us this, 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 and this is it. Like if there's anything we need to learn more about, God would have said it. Saying like He gave us what we need to know, and that's it. So, like even before they proven there's like trillions of galaxies out there, bro. Like the Quran said that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever God told us,
Yeah,
whatever
God, Lord of the worlds.
yeah, so like whatever
Worlds,
He
plural.
wants us to know, He told us. But then like He didn't like it's not Islam didn't deny or like it didn't say yes or no to aliens. It just said like there's like different trillions of galaxies out there. So they might be, might be not. There wasn't like a specify like yeah there is or there is not. Could be not. So if we meant to know we would know. If not, I'm just saying like well, it'll be crazy. We're not ready for this. But we can't barely communicate with each other. Imagine communicating with different species out there. Like, I don't know. It's mad trippy, bro. Mad trippy. Imagine you on like acid or like on shrooms and thinking about this shit. Like start seeing shit. And I'm like, oh.
Imagine you're on that shit when they come here and they meet you, and you're like, I don't know if this is a real alien or if I'm just seeing shit right now. And they're like, no, we're really aliens. Like, you're tweaking, bro. That would be wild. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. But I feel like the government and everything, since it's already starting to release stuff like this, they're kind of starting to like maybe condition us to like
Maybe yeah,
warm us
you
up.
know how like doesn't like some people say like Steve Jobs, he left like enough technology to let the company roll for another like 50 to 100 years.
Mm.
So the same thing maybe like us, they're like baby stepping us. So they're not giving us the full iPhone with everything in it. With this fully advanced, they're giving us
Just enough.
that's enough. Every year they're at something. Every year they add something. So like
yeah, to condition.
like if they give you something so wow, you're gonna be like, oh, wow.
because then everybody goes nuts. But
And
if
then
you
what
give
they're
like,
gonna give you after that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
but
Keep
if they
making
were
money.
just be like, say like God forbid, like the government like 20 years ago was like, no one knew about UFOs being confirmed, and all of a sudden the government just comes on TV, aliens are
Like,
real.
what did it
Everybody
take?
would freak
What did
out.
it take? Like 200 years?
Everybody would freak out. But if they were like, oh, UFOs are real,
300 years?
and then they were like, oh, this is real, like different, maybe like different life forms are real, like different chance of this, and then they tell us, it's like people are like conditioned to like getting used to the idea and the thought that yo, this shit's real. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be crazy, bro.
But then again, I think like if they're so advanced, I don't think like they would necessarily cause harm because they're so advanced. They know like that there's no progression in that.
But what do we know, bro? Do we know they're gonna come in peace?
I think the only thing we can definitely say right now that we know is that UFOs are real. We don't know if there are people from here or other planets, and that odds are there's definitely intelligent life out there. With how big the universe is, how many galaxies, how there could be life and more, so many other life forms in our galaxy. Never mind the billions or trillions of there's definitely life out there. 100%. I would. If it wasn't haram, I'd bet. I would bet.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You look a little friggin' worried about it. You look a little
I
scared.
bro, because I had these like sit downs before, and I think, and like my type of, bro, my mind is like it would just start imagining some creature, and I'd be like, oh, no, oh yeah, bro. And like back in them days, I used to think about all of this, like what's out there, like what's really out there.
Would you lose sleep over shit like this?
What do you mean, like stay up, won't sleep?
Like if the government was like, not only UFOs are real, aliens are real,
And they're here,
and they're here,
and they're ready for you. Some shish kebab.
and
I mean,
like,
would I sleep over now, bro? I won't be scared.
would you still sleep like normal?
But my faith, it gives me that
Of course,
that
alhamdulillah.
stand up. You know?
But it's just like there's
at
always
that point, like there's nothing to be. Well, there's
it's just
nothing
like
to
what's gonna happen.
Bro, you just gotta deal with it by the day, bro. That's it.
Imagine like they come here and they're just like, yeah, like we got kicked off our planet. Like we need work. We're here for we're here to take your jobs. And you got like an alien delivery driver. That'd be crazy. No, I doubt that. Some food for thought.
Imagine they come in like, yo, we just want to try your McDonald's.
But like, yo, we travel galaxies to try the Big Mac.
Is the ice cream machine working?
They take a bite. They're like, the shit sucks. Like I came all the way like 75
Ask
years.
for a refund and shit.
That would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, no matter how technologically advanced they are than us, there's always going to be some shit we have that they don't have. Or say, obviously, they have way more shit that we don't have. There's always going to be something we
Bro,
have.
I'm
that
probably
they don't
gonna think about this all night. Imagine they're like so far away from us that they are. I mean, you said that. You said like they're so bigger than us. Like they man, like just put a phone here. This is us, and they seen us this small. Like imagine they're so advanced from us. Like we're like nothing to them. Like that shit.
They're
freaks
like,
me out.
oh, you guys just came out with the iPhone 14. Oh, we can travel at light years, and like we know like of like 40,000 different life species and planets that sustain life, and you guys can't even like succeed like going completely to the moon.
Look, I can play basketball with a monkey. Can you guys do?
That's
Imagine-
crazy.
Imagine having a full conversation with like a monkey or something.
We would be, think about it like this, you know how we think of people like apes and like back then, not apes, cavemen and stuff, how prehistoric they were, how we look at them, how they were just discovering the wheel and like tools and fire. They would probably look at us like how we look at them.
Oh, like how you look at your dad right now. Like when your dad, or like his generation of like his, or like your grandfather, like they didn't have a phone. Or like their phone was like this big. or,
No,
like-
way more. If they can get to us, way more. It would literally, I'm convinced it would be like how we look at cavemen.
Oh, how we look at like movies from Hollywood. Like from
The alien stuff.
like something so advanced. Like,
Imagine, you ever seen the movie E.T.?
sounds so familiar, bro.
Are you fucking kidding? You never seen the movie
Bro, I
E.T.?
think- No, it sounds
Stop the
familiar.
pocket knock. Bro, it's that movie that was in like the 80s. You know who Drew Barrymore is?
Bro, like don't talk
Okay.
about names.
You,
bro.
you don't.
I'm like this guy, bro.
This
like,
kid's
I
living
wasn't
under a
even
rock.
born
Now I
yet,
know the
bro.
aliens, they're looking at us like prehistoric.
Bro,
They're
this
looking
guy
like
be like,
you,
look
like
at
you're
this guy, bro.
prehistoric. You've never seen E.T. You don't know who Drew Barrymore is. It's like this movie, the sci-fi movie from the 80s, and the kid is like, he hears a crash, and like he just goes to a site, and it's a friggin' alien, and he's hiding the alien in his like his room and stuff like that. And it's
bro,
like,
like I know, I just don't know names.
phone home. It's like, imagine somebody like that shit existed today. Like someone's got a fucking
Yeah.
alien, and like, and they're like, or they're just hiding it, or people, or someone knows about it, and like, we can't say shit. Like the government's gonna come over here and fucking this and that. Like the movie E.T. That would be crazy. But back then in the 80s, like this shit was all speculation, UFOs. Now like we're actually like, oh, UFOs are
No,
fucking
but
real.
because they can't keep denying it. Like till when? That's what it is.
No, I
People
know.
are seeing it, and it's like till when?
But it's like, you know what it reminds me of? Einstein's theory about like black holes. You know, like in the universe, like black
Yeah.
holes, and like people like laughed it off, like yeah, like black holes. Now we have proof there's fucking black holes. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is trippy,
It's
bro.
crazy. Like what is in a black hole? If you look at a black hole, you know what it looks like? You know what it literally looks like? It looks like the pupil of your eye.
like a teleportation type.
Teleportation.
Like
Teleportation? Like you portion. Teleportation.
So like you teleport from one place to the other. It looks like. Have you seen like? Have you played Minecraft when you build like
No.
the teleport when you teleport to the?
And you can go on one thing and
to
just end at
another
another
one.
thing. That's another thing I think about is like black holes. Obviously, if you went in one,
But it's like an energy that never stops. It's an energy that's building on each other. Just keep building.
and it sucks everything.
Yeah,
in.
that's why it's.
But like, where does it go? And it's like we sit there and say, "Oh, if you were to travel in a black
Well,
hole,
it's
this
like-
would happen."
so
No,
it's
we
like-
don't
it's
know
like- it's
because
like
nobody's
a-
ever been in a black hole.
So it's like a suction, and then it sucks out, and then it blows out. See how
It's crazy. It's like
So
what's
it's
at
like,
the other
it's like,
end?
and then so it sucks you in and blows you at the bottom.
Imagine these aliens or like whatever they are, like these UFOs, getting to us. Like imagine they're like going through black holes, and there's like things they know that we don't. They're
Bro,
just, like, so easily just traveling through black holes.
I don't
ever.
believe in teleportation.
Not teleporting, but I'm saying like able to travel, like cut through things. Like you know when you go around the highway to get somewhere, but if you were to just cut through the woods, you. For example, the highway 295 is right next to my house. Literally, my house is next to the highway. There's a fence, but if I want to get to that using a car, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes, or I could just literally hop over the fence and it's right there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But imagine that, like there's like universe shit like that. Like, oh, if you were to sit there and take a spaceship and go through, it's this way. But if you were to just cut through that black hole, it's right there. Like, think about it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's just food for thought.
Pass.
Yeah, sue me.
You're watching too much movie, bro.
Yes, I know. Too much ancient aliens. Actually, have you ever seen that show?
Bro, don't even talk to me about show.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk because you guys sit there and bully me.
I'm not gonna. No, it's actually a crazy show, but they used to get too far fetched. So. Ancient astronaut.
But when I watch
believe.
alien movies or like movies that are so advanced, I'm like, if somebody either came up with this idea or saw it or like it has. Like it's hard for you to come up with an idea, bro. It's like that advanced, or like we're able to do this, or aliens can do this, or like they have like they live in like this galaxy type, or like in this fucking, you know how like alien houses are, or like you know Thor, like the Avengers, the Thor. See how they live up in like it's like they travel around by flying, like how they were living in their houses, and it's like weird. So like imagine. I don't know, bro. It's see
So-
how like you keep thinking, bro.
That's what makes me think, like,
You
how
could just
back
keep
then,
adding
you know,
shit.
back then people were like, oh, they had like 20 gods, like 30 gods, like everything was a god to them. Makes me think, like, maybe, like, these societies were advanced, and this is, like, also, like, shit I picked up from, like, just, like, food from thought from ancient aliens. Like, imagine, like, aliens came down here and helped these people, like,
Start up
a
something.
civilization, and, like, to them, because, like, they were so small, they knew nothing, these people, they just, like, they were, like, not God, but gods to them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then like you're denying Adam and Eve.
No, I'm saying if you were to sit there and like what, not actually worship these things. That's not.
No. But you're denying like because it tells us how the world happens and like how humans started.
Yes, but humans could have started on another planet. Like this could have been life like us in general, a different planet.
Adam and Eve is here.
What, on this exact Earth?
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
So here. You know what I'm saying?
The Adam and Eve story, I think.
Ow. But yeah.
The Adam and Eve story, I think. Speaking of that, like whether you want to go through the Bible or this and that, we go through the Quran. It talks about how they were in paradise.
Yeah. So how that started. So you can't think like I don't know. So technically, God told us that humans start here. Us. I don't know. There's other creatures out
So
there.
you think
There's
all?
n-
Let me ask you something. So
Here. We started here.
in this universe, I think, yeah, absolutely. But you think all of life, the first human being ever started off on this planet?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm
But
saying
there might be other creatures out there. I don't say humans.
But what I'm saying when you're talking about Adam and Eve, I'm talking about people like us. Maybe people like us started off at a different planet. You
no,
know what I'm
because
saying? But God doesn't mean God didn't create it. God definitely created. God
but
created
Adam
everything.
started here. Adam and Eve started on this earth. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Human starts here. There might be other creations. I don't think there's other humans, bro. I don't think there's us somewhere else. It's other creatures. Maybe like it's not even creatures that they're. It'd be just like random animals that we don't know about, bro. It could be different things.
Did you know they say octopuses and stuff like that are so foreign that they came from like other planets because there's not another. No, you can look this up. This is true. They're like so sophisticated compared to any other like organism or anything on this like planet. It's weird.
I mean, where we at with the alien shit, the UFOs, everybody just say whatever they think, whatever their comparison. Whatever their 30 is, and like, we don't have facts right now. It's
No,
and,
it's
like,
all
bro,
speculation.
yeah, like even if this all the shit like the government even put out, like, bro, how many of that can you really believe? How many? I don't know, bro. It's whatever we know, whatever we see at this point. They're here. Welcome aliens. We come in peace.
Imagine we upload this and they're like, "Yo, you see that podcast Yusuf and Matt dropped?
Too many
about us?
podcasts. We need to.
Yo, they were dropping some facts. Yo, we were watching that podcast. I was sweating for a minute. They were saying too much.
Imagine you wake up and you're getting kidnapped by aliens and shit, bro. They're like, you need to delete that YouTube video.
They put you in like a bag and smack the shit out of you. Delete it.
They're like, oh, it's Yusuf. Oh, welcome, Yusuf. We've been watching you for a long time. Well, yeah, it's
Crazy.
pretty cool. A lot of things.
But yeah, wow. A lot of speculation.
A lot of a few off topic right now, Matt. But what's the plan for this podcast?
What do you mean?
For this channel, what's the plan? What we have coming?
The plan is for us to what we want to do is get guests on here to talk about things like their career, like we've had previous guests on music artists to talk about, you know, how they started, where they want to be, like their struggles, their journey, their path. We want to do that with other people too, with like different career paths, whether it's real estate, like hopefully somebody we can have on soon, maybe somebody that specializes in like real estate and stuff like that. Literally
Yeah, we're doing real estate soon. We got
Inshallah.
a couple people on that.
but like literally any like different careers.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
wanna have
guys,
people, like yeah, just to answer like
feel free to hit us up if you want to be
yeah,
part of this. I
exactly.
mean, we're welcome. Anybody, like,
yeah, like even if it's
whatever.
through Skype or something like that, doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But that'd be really cool. But we want to have guests over here and like jacks of different trades to sit here and like ask different questions. People with different professions to see how they got started in it, the struggles they go through, what their end result is, like things they could teach you if you're trying to go down the same.
I mean, it's
path.
like a learning experience for us, for you guys, and for
then
the guests.
exactly, and if we don't have a guest, then we still want to stay active.
We do
talk about
It's
topics.
all about
We know
Same
UFOs, like and stuff like that. The government's been slowly feeding us like that stuff and the documents, and we figure, you know, this is in the news a lot.
Something-
and this
yeah,
is something
something
I
to
like to
talk
talk
about,
about.
you know,
It's like
just-
an interesting thing to talk about.
it is.
You know, and literally any topics, things that aren't too political though, because we don't want to sit there and like stir the wrong pot or just dip our
Pick sides, you know.
we want to stay neutral and just exactly. So that's what we're gonna do. You're watching too many podcasts. Stay tuned.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like, leave a comment if something you want us to change.
Or an idea of a video or
anything.
something, a guest, a
We're
topic.
really open
anything.
for anything.
Let us know. Let us know.
We love you guys and stay safe. Until next time.
Until next time. Thanks for watching.